What is this? I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. I don't know what happened. Welcome back. We're back for week 7. It's the Killer Bees podcast. It's Buckethead's fucking episode. We got my boy, Bo Blakely, and Mr. Bruce Sherrard. How we doing, boys?
We're doing good. We're doing all right. I downgraded it, realizing that the Cubs have lost 3 in a row, and my fantasy team has underperformed. So, all right.
I was gonna say pretty good, but like I'm kind of in a down place right now. We're down 3-0. We got Jason Hamill going today. Finally, we get to face their shittiest pitcher, who is still better than John Lester, and I'm a little down in the dumps. But don't let us win one. Don't let us win one.
Hey,
don't let us win it, because we're gonna take the whole thing if we do.
Life's pretty good over here. My fantasy team's fucking good. The Cubs are down 3-0. I do think that there is a chance. Well, I don't know. If I was a Cubs fan, I would still feel hopeful that we can get the next 3 if Lester does anything good. And, you got Arrieta pitching, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm interested to see if they have anything, see what happens tonight.
Hamill puts on a show today, or we put up like 12 runs, like we probably need to. Schwarber's going to go like 10 deep. And then we could get something going. We get Lester. He's got to get a win in the playoffs. That's what we got you for. Trisha Arrieta's back. Here we go. But obviously, I'm not that confident. I moved on to basketball. We got Bulls all fucking head to toe here. We're ready to go.
I got more angry than I probably should have when, like, I think it was game 1, like, and the Cubs went down. Osh, like, sent me, like, a snap of him, like, laughing. And I was so furious. I was so furious because, like, I know if the shoe was on the other foot, like, he would be crying like a baby. Like, he'd be like, dude, like, that's not cool. Like, why would you joke with me like that? Like, I'm really upset about my team.
I thought we were friends. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what you did last week, Bruce, to be honest.
What?
Talking to Bo, just like, you're not supporting me, supporting my team.
Yeah, that's,
It's
well, I'm just saying Osh would not like it if I was trolling him when his team was losing. He'd be like, dude, like, come on, like, sports is my life.
It's a tough place to be in, Like, I literally fucking want to strangle people when they fucking text me when my team loses. But at the same time, when you're on the other side, it's kind of funny. But I've been pretty quiet. I really haven't said anything. I threw a few little Twitter hashtags out there just for fun. And honestly, I'm rooting for the Royals. I think the Royals are fucking awesome.
I think down 8-0 right now.
They lost, yeah. They just lost, but I mean they're up 3-2, going home to win 2. Got to believe they'll get one. So,
45 minutes till game time. Let's knock this out.
Let's do it.
So, also, did I tell you, Brother Barry having another kid, gonna be uncle 2 times over now. Also, got word today, went into a meeting at work, just like me, a couple of people my age, and they asked me, we got a new project, it's based in Qatar, where the fucking FIFA place is. So they asked me if I want to help, I might, like, move out to San Diego for, like, 3 months.
Whoa.
Yeah. It'll put me up.
That seems
quick way. I told him sign me up. So further details to come. I'll let you know, obviously, and I might be a California boy.
I could
put these stuff, get a nice tan on them, get a nice girl out there. We'll be good.
I could see you making that up and like pretending to go to work every day just so you could move closer to Bo and like just be like with him more often. And like the charade would be enough. Like the charade would be, it would suck, but it would be well worth it when you get the unlimited amount of Bo time that you need, quite frankly.
That I need and that I am lacking right now. It's like my battery chargers are like down on low. They need to get put back in that little charger thing, and it just doesn't fill up all the way. I see Bo like 2 days, and
Because Bo's a real
I'm depleted. I'm depleted.
Do you know when this is?
It would be from like December to March, or a little bit earlier than that. So
Also, for the record, I thought you were going to be like, so like, they asked me if I wanted to move to Qatar for 3 months.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought was coming too.
that's what we thought first. So like, okay, my boss's boss like scheduled this email for 9 a.m. and it said new bridge project Qatar, and it was the 3 of us, and like we're like, are we what? Are we going to Qatar? Are they shipping us off? So I looked up flight information, printed it out, gave it to my boss's boss. He just laughed and fucking went off. But so we're not going to Qatar. We're not going with the fucking clock dude, because he's moving to Qatar apparently. Fuck that kid. And but I might be a California boy soon, so looking forward to that. New chapter. 3-month chapter.
Nice.
Let it be known that I'm against it. But on that note, let's count it the fuck down. Bo.
Wait, are you really against it? Because I do take your word like to heart.
You'd be farther away from me. So
Bruce, I see this as a survivor second chance for you. Maybe make a trip out to California.
Yeah. Dude, I just need my second chance. Like, I just didn't understand what I was doing the first time. I need my second chance.
You have to change your personality to the other. Not too much, though. You can't go complete opposite, but you got to find that happy medium.
Yeah, we don't want Bruce circa like 2012 Madison.
But maybe I'll just like start smoking weed. Maybe that'll be enough.
That could work, but you might die of a heart attack. I don't know.
That's true, but at least I'll be with my brothers when I do it.
Just remember, it's about the relationships.
When the heart gets fluttering, it's about the experiences. That's right. Making memories.
All right, let's
count them down. Counting them down. I should get a drop for that. Remind me of that. All right. Counting them down.
At number 10, no changes here. Vijay Cutler still just continues to lose, 1-5. Got a few promising players. Peyton Manning on a bye, probably the best thing that's happened to his team in a while. And yeah, that's it. He sucks.
Peyton Manning is terrible. Probably should have been looking on that waiver wire and picked up that flying tomato that Bruce just got.
Definitely. But that would take actually paying attention to the league, so we knew that wasn't going to happen.
Manning, I either read or I listened to it on a podcast. I think it was Matthew Berry who said like Peyton Manning now is droppable in leagues like for the first time in like the modern fantasy football era. That's bananas. That basically means like he's droppable since like the internet began.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuts.
When Matthew Berry was playing fantasy, it was like 1995. He was like writing down the scores, taking his own stats and shit. Like,
yeah, there are people back on paper.
For sure. No comment on Sam.
All right.
I do. I want Todd Gurley, and I would like some more Patriots on my team. So Sam, I know you don't listen to this, but send me Brandon LaFell. Bring him over here. Send him my way.
Hey,
all right.
Hey, that was nice work. He'll definitely get back to you on that.
I think so. Number 9.
Number 9 was supposed to be a surprise guest on the show today after a big upset.
What? I didn't even know about this.
We're aware. Turns out the kid Sam Bradford just absolutely ruins the kid's fantasy life. He may not be back forever. May not change his lineup. May not be in the league next year. He told me he's done. He's retired. 2 steps ahead. Still at number 9, unfortunately. Probably, and luckily for Bruce, because he might have jumped Bruce in the rankings had he beaten Barry. And, Team Jaguars, probably going to add Julius Thomas to the mix, possibly starting 4 Jaguars. Oh, we got rid of the defense. That's good. So, yeah, I think it's about time Phillip Rivers, fourth ranked QB, and still hasn't seen the starting lineup for Osh's team.
So I was talking to Bruce before you came on, Bo, and I was just like, I'm actually scared of Osh's team at times if he wouldn't get out of his own fucking way. Like, if he played Phillip Rivers, hear me out. This lineup: Phillip Rivers, Carlos Hyde, Chris Ivory, Odell Beckham Jr. That's solid. With Amari Cooper, that's a solid 1-2. And then he puts in an Allen Robinson. He could have a day. It's just he loves Sam Bradford for some reason, and get off Sammy Biscuit's dick.
Yeah, that team's actually pretty good. I mean,
Like, he should not be 1-5.
Yeah. And Barry, you were probably shitting a brick when was it the Giants first? Both of them, they moved the ball really well, and like every pass went to ODB. And
Oh
then
yeah, I thought it was over. Like it was, he was within 5 points at half, and like literally, Bradford threw 3 interceptions, and Odell Beckham Jr. stopped scoring, which was nice. Best part of that game, that's why we played it. Star Wars coming out. Get your tickets now.
Well, Barry, you in that matchup, you had a little luck, which is what me and Jalen Rose like to call when preparation meets opportunity. So you did prepare, but the opportunity was there as well.
It will. You know, championship teams need a little luck every once in a while.
True.
Get through the season.
absolutely. It kind of resembled the Michigan punter, Michigan State. You know, most likely if they can beat Ohio State on their way to the playoff, that's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, but Osh was never going to the playoffs, so.
No, I mean, no, he wasn't. No, you got to get lucky somewhere along the way.
The Michigan punter, he had his first interview with the media yesterday. The dude is really good looking dude, a hard 9 dude, and he's Australian, so he has an Australian accent.
Oh my God, that's just.
I do not feel bad for that guy whatsoever. That guy is pulling so many chicks in Ann Arbor, and it doesn't even matter that he fucked up.
He's probably getting
better because he got death threats, so.
He's probably getting more at this point now that he's being exposed and everyone's seeing how incredible.
It's number 1, he's a man dime. Number 2, he has an accent, and number 3, pity. It's literally the perfect combination.
Yeah.
And he's got a big dick, so.
Yeah, I heard that too, actually.
Let's move on to number 8.
At number 8, falling so quickly, is Aaron Rodgers on the move? The Mucka Mad Boys.
Ooh, Mucka Mad Boys.
Bruce, what do you got to say for yourself, buddy?
I'm not panicking yet. I put up 119 points, so it's not like I shit the bed. I don't know. It fucking sucks, but we're exactly mid-season now, and I feel like I've had at least 3 bad breaks in matchups, and I feel like I'm a good enough person to where the karma will come back around, give me three good breaks, and once the playoffs hits, it doesn't fucking matter. So guaranteeing I'm making the playoffs right now.
Whoa, guarantee. I was going to say, you probably have to make the playoffs first. It's a fall from grace. Were you disappointed that Rashad Jennings didn't come through for you on Monday night?
No, I was more disappointed that Adrian Peterson had a shit day. I don't know. It's hard to say. A couple bad things went bad for me. I should have started Steve Smith, but everything I had read, I didn't. I sucked as a manager because I didn't look that morning. But everything I had read said that Steve Smith wasn't going to play, and then he kind of tore it up. He had 137 yards and a touchdown. So we'll see. Yeah. My bye weeks after this week are going to be behind me, and I'll be able to put the best team on the field that I can. Anybody who's listening to this know that Andy Dalton is for sale, and for the right price, Aaron Rodgers is for sale. So feel free to open up a little negotiation with me for it.
You also were the winner of the waiver wire this week, I think, with the Stephon Diggs ad. I like that. I fell asleep yesterday. I woke up at 6 in the morning. I'm like, wow, I didn't fucking add anybody. I'm an idiot. Blah, blah, blah. and I like the Stephon Diggs ad. Even though James Stark was on. I did not know that. I figured Kyle had James Starks. He was
Yeah,
on the wire.
I didn't realize that either, and we'll get to that when we start talking about Jared's team. But yeah, James Starks was I actually missed him in a couple of my leagues. I don't know, but whatever. I also like the it wasn't a waiver wire, but I like the Theo Riddick ad. I think to be honest, I just don't have room on my team. My team's just too damn good. I can't even make waiver claims anymore. It's kind of unfortunate. But
I dropped the Jordan Reed. His concussions were pissing me off, but
yeah, it is what it is. It's
Kevin,
tough to be.
Kevin, your abbreviation is DX.
yeah.
Change it to like BERR. Everyone else has their name except for you. I thought that was like some weird like Devo thing.
No. As in Degeneration X.
No, I
as
ordered.
part of that.
I demand that you do it. I demand that you do it. All right. Yeah, I've said my piece.
Do you know about Degeneration X?
You didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
I wasn't some trashy ass elementary school kid with like walking in every day with like a different black Walmart T-shirt with a different wrestler on it.
I don't shop at Walmart, douche. I'm Tarjay material.
I don't know if you sell like wrestling shirts at Target.
That might be a little bit below the Target pay grade.
I think so. Target's like we're not fucking touching that. Like we don't want our kids to be associated with those like little trailer trash kids running around in John Cena shirts.
Yeah, they don't want those type of people in their store.
True. I know hoes that work for Target, and guess what? That merch sells. The merch sells.
Everybody else who's gonna listen to this also knows that hoe, and I know for a fact that you know nothing of no facts about that. So
you don't know what we talk about.
So what are your sales like, Potts? Like what's selling hot right now at Target?
Let me tell you, it's John Cena and The Undertaker's back. Undertaker's been selling since '85.
Moving on.
with that, number 7. Big win over. I don't know if a big win, but a solid win over you, Bruce. The Bears, Elsham back, and I would like for everyone to just take notice. If you were to go to Pete's team, maybe scroll down a little bit to Antonio Brown. Scroll on over to his ranking. Oh, number 13 wide receiver. Crazy how that happened.
Is Bruce on the move right now? Is he on the move?
Yeah, I had to grab some beers, but I figured I could just move with it.
Well, I don't know.
Hey, listen, Landry Jones' magic is going to make up for that pit that Michael Vick put him in, okay? Landry Jones might be elite.
I think he is elite. I think he might be, like I said, we were talking about before, I have Andy Dalton and Ben Roethlisberger. I think I might have to, Andy Dalton's on a bye this week. I might have to stream Landry Jones in my other league. What do you think about that?
I like it based on what I just said, but actually I'd rather do I like that. What?
Blake Bortles?
Or Mettenberger.
Ugh, ew. No.
Mettenberger's fine, dude. He's good.
No, he's not. Just because he has a mustache doesn't mean he's good.
He was good he was fine last year, and the Titans have a good matchup this week, I think.
Dude, no. You don't want either of those scrubs. They don't fucking start for a reason. Get a little Blake Bortles. Get a little Blake Bortles. You know, get a little maybe a little Jay Cutler. Shit.
Hey, I was gonna say when we were ranking Osh, he should just start the entire starting lineup for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're like an awesome fantasy team because they throw the ball 60 times a game. I don't know. I like it. He should do it.
Yeah, I mean, if he started Blake Bortles last week, he would have beat Barry. So he just needs to really accept it, embrace it, and go with it.
So
Agreed.
Pete's got a tough lineup this week. 3 buys on Matt Forte, Alshon Jeffrey, Gio. Marvin Jones is out. C.J. Anderson. Basically, his whole team is on bye. So he's walking out Bilal Powell out there, and that's scary.
I will say that right now it looks like Pete got absolutely hosed by Osh in that trade.
Chris Ivory is hot. I knew it back then. And who else was in that trade? Antonio
It
Brown.
was C.J. Anderson and Jimmy Graham. So Jimmy Graham's all right, but I think C.J. Anderson might be done. Ronnie Hillman had a decent game last week.
He had like 100.
Chris Ivory's elite.
They say C.J. Anderson's like droppable now. Like it's that clear. But Bilal Powell like not even projected to play this weekend. So I might have just told Pete that, but that's from what I've heard and read. He's not likely to play.
Yeah, T.J. Yeldon may or may not play either, so that'll be interesting to see what Pete does with that. But he's got it.
I would just take all my guys out of the lineup. Just take a 0.
Yeah, he's got a bad week. Who's he playing? He's got Osh. So at least, yeah, you know what? Well, we'll get there to the pick'ems, but that one looks like Osh could get win number 2 there.
All right, number 6. Let's move on. 2.
Number 6. Team in shambles. Lost Jamal a couple weeks ago. Takes a loss today, or this week. Kevin's future brother-in-law, Harlan Elkin.
Harlan Elkin. What has happened? Fall from grace as well. You know, he's just. Let me look at his team here for a second.
His team is actually decent. If he had Jamal, you know, he'd have a good team, but it's a pretty big hole. And, you know, I think if Harlan truly cared about fantasy, and I'm not sure he does it, he needs to get out there and try to make some trades for a running back or something. He needs a flex. He's got Frank Gore or Mark Ingram, not bad, but, you know, Jamal leaves a big hole.
So Harlan is basically Sam, but just like has played better guys, I guess, and got wins because him and Sam are 1-2 on the waiver wire this whole time. That means they're not picking up anybody.
Which I hate.
Way later.
I hate when the same people are 1-2 every single fucking week. Not because they're like waiting to pick somebody up in waiver. Like I like waiting for Jarkandrick, whoever the fuck his name was that shit the bed this week. But like I hate when people don't pay enough attention, and that fucks me on the waiver wire.
Well, that doesn't fuck you because they never pick anybody up, so it's fine.
Actually, the week that they decide to is the week that it fucks me up. Like no other week it does, except for the week that I really need something.
Yeah.
I remember, like, I think it was maybe last season or 2. How long have we been doing this league? Is this year 3? Yeah, year 3. I think it was the first season. Sam was on the waiver wire and he was number 1, wasn't making any moves, and then he fucking picks up Julius Thomas when he like went big. So, you know, we'll see. I honestly just think that neither of them are gonna pick up anyone the rest of the year, especially with their teams kind of going down the shitter.
I hate to talk about my other league, but fucking you talk about Roger Goodell. Commissioner changes the waiver priority setting to reset every week for the worst team in the league. It's number in reverse order of the standings. I flipped the shit on him because he's in last. I'm in first. I'm like, it's not my fault. You suck, and you can't make waiver claims. So I changed it back.
Yeah, I'm in a few leagues that do that, and I hate it. It's so stupid. Like, the whole waiver claim is a whole, like, not putting a claim in on purpose to move up is the whole strategy.
Yeah.
And that's like, I hate rewarding the shitty kids for, like, they get a running back one week, but they don't win, so they stay down there, and then they just get the next running back that everyone else wants too. It's not fair.
I'm thinking about for next year, we might go to a little fab budget type thing. That might be too advanced for some of our players.
Yeah, it's fun. I like that.
What?
The budget. I'm in one league does like a budget thing, and it's like it's interesting. It's interesting. They do like $1,000, and then you know you just bid on everyone, and Majority of the guys, you can just get them for $1. You know, it's not that big of a deal. But then when someone comes up, someone throws like fucking $500 at them or something,
and you don't know what other people are doing, so
Right.
you can, like sneak in a bid like 502 or 501 or something like that.
yeah, it's interesting.
But Harlan's team, Frank Gore is kind of on the down trot with Ahmad Bradshaw coming in, I guess. Brandon LaFell is back, so Julian Edelman might get cut, even though
He hurt his finger.
he's awesome. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean Harlan's team's not bad. You know, I don't think his team's terrible. He's just very mediocre. Could have been pretty good with Jamal. Now he's just very mediocre, and he's going to be fighting with Bruce and Pete and Kyle for spots 5 through 8. I think I see that pretty much the rest of the year.
Little preview for you at spot number 5, Kyle Wiener.
The Ha Clinton Wieners. Martavis Bryant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big time.
Big time, yeah.
Dying.
But Big Ben might be coming back. He's got a rough week too. Wow, he's got all his Packers are on bye. That's what happens when you do that. And then he's got Emmanuel Sanders on bye as well. So pretty good week to play him. And it is Harlan, so that should be a little bit of an interesting matchup.
Yep. He's got Marshawn Lynch. Bruce dropped Thomas Rawls this week. Is that confident Marshawn Lynch being healthy the rest of the time?
It was mostly just that
The roster, huh?
I think Stephon Diggs has a higher ceiling than Thomas Rawls does.
Yeah, I think this is the time of season where Marshawn the Seahawks start to feed him a little more, and we'll see. But fuck, I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say here? I don't know. No idea.
Is that what you were gonna say?
That was it. Moving on to number 4 with the 7th Floor Crew and Jared Devo and the Eddie Lacy fiasco.
Oh, I like it.
I think we might have to change our matchup to the week to the Eddie Lacy matchup because put both KW and Eddie Lacy on like a scale, comparing them. Who knows these days? Probably Kelsey Wright though.
Yeah,
It's pretty big. I don't know. She doesn't have the muscle tone. She doesn't have the dread swaying her down, but I still hand Kelsey. Oh.
Jared's team, you know, he's got Devonta Freeman, the ultimate X factor.
Is he the best fantasy player ever?
Ever. You know, this far he has, you know. Like the fact that Jared's losing games with him on his team is a tribute to Jared being Jared.
True.
Yep.
True. That is his wide receivers kind of stink though. Like he has AJ Green, which is good, but then he just has like T.Y. Hilton, who's like hasn't proven to be good this year. In past years he has, I guess he's been all right this year, but he only had his first touchdown last week. And then he has Golden Tate, who plays for the worst team in his division, and then he has pretty much no one else.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he's got people that on paper are good, but besides Devonta Freeman, haven't really performed this year. And that being said, Golden Tate did have a pretty good game last week, considering they were playing the only team in the division worse than them.
Except he cheated.
Yeah, cheat.
You know,
Shit.
it was a touchdown. You know, it was a touchdown.
You can't actually think that.
I did not think that. However, after further consideration of the rule, I can see why they called it a touchdown.
I hate all these fucking rules. Like, it should just go by what the consensus is. Like, we should have a Twitter vote or something. Because everyone looks at a play, and for the most part, people would be like, oh, that's a catch. I saw that in real time. I'm like, oh, that's not a catch. 20.2 seconds later, the ball is flying up in the air.
Right.
And we know what's a catch and what's not. Calvin Johnson was a catch. Des Bryant, that's a catch. You know, it's stupid, but whatever. Fucking NFL.
Fucking sucks, man.
Fucking Roger
I
Goodell.
don't know. It's just confusing, really. Like, I don't know. It's just confusing. No one really knows the rules. Who knows what even the refs are going off of?
Refs
So
don't.
it is confusing. I did not think it was a catch, but obviously I was thrilled that it was a touchdown.
All right, let's move on to number 3. This is where real men play. The top 3. Here we go. You got to build up your bench. These are bye weeks, and this is real fantasy players up here.
Yeah. Number 3, fighting through injuries, still 4-2. Loved his team to start the year. He's back up here. Russell's recovery water. Coach Mike K.
Mike C.
Mike C.
I know. It was a joke.
Was the K for kike? Was that like some subliminal Jew like dissing right there? Was that what that was?
No, just Coach K. Coach K, you know.
Whatever. Hey, it's fine. I know we had. I forget what it was. It's not. But we had some kind of Nazi/Jesus talk a couple weeks ago. So just making sure.
What team are you on? Nazi or Jesus? Real quick.
Oh,
I'm WWJD for life now. Lions got win number 1. You know, it took a full week for my coming to Jesus to come into get going, but it's back. I don't see the Lions losing in a while. I'm not gonna lie.
Jesus must fucking hate you if that's the win that he gave you.
A win, you know.
Wins
a
a
win.
W, man. A W's a W.
A win's a win, bro. And we needed one. We got that 0-16 fridge off our back, and now we're free. We're gonna open up that offense, move the offensive coordinator up into the box. We're ready. We're firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I like Jared's team.
We're talking about coach.
Talking about coach, but
Sorry, that's on me. That's on me.
So Lamar Miller's back, I guess. I don't know. With the new coach, he's ground and pound. He's ready to go. He feels like a Rex to me. Doug Martin's playing out of his ass. Like, I don't know where that came from. And taking Devontae Freeman's spot as the number 1 fantasy player, DeAndre Hopkins, is fucking unreal.
Yep, he is. He's fucking really good. And Des Bryant, definitely. You know, Jerry Jones says he might play. He's not fucking playing this week. I would doubt he maybe not even play next week, but he's coming. He's gonna be back soon, and that's when Romo comes back too, it's a pretty good tandem for coach. Looks like he's probably gonna get into the playoffs unless he's back in a row. So his team's looking good.
Still got, that's scary. Once Dez comes back, that's a scary team that I would not be looking forward to play.
Yeah.
In the playoff.
Well, I think, I'm not going to lie, depending on what happens, it could be a little battle jostling for playoff positions at the top here, and we'll see how the bracket looks.
We'll see. How many teams make the bye? I should probably know this as the commissioner.
I think it's just 2, so top 2. So basically, me and Barry won't be playing week 1, but after that, at this point, I don't know. It could go either way. At this point, I would guess that Coach and Jay are going to be 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6 are really up for grabs. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, and we do have a long way to go. We got a long way to go.
Yeah, we're halfway through. Just as much could change in the next 6 weeks as change.
There could be injuries. Basically, at this point, you got a pretty good read on teams, and unless there's injuries, I think that I just think that the top 4 teams are better than the rest currently. But we'll see. Alshon coming back, maybe that helps Pete out. Martavis Bryant, I don't know. We'll see.
We will see. Let's move on to the top 2.
Number 2, number 1.
I'm the man.
Oh.
Yes, I am.
Oh no.
I'm the man.
Bruce, I wish you could join us.
Yeah.
It's fun here.
It sucks.
But you
It
let us
sucks,
down.
you know, Bruce. I kept you up top as long as I could, and at this point, you're just, man, you are falling hard, and I feel for you, buddy.
I would feel worse if my team sucks, but my team doesn't suck.
Yeah, I mean, you're clearly, you know, you're still alive.
Yeah.
No real need to worry, but you'd like to get a win, you know, on the board here pretty soon.
Every time Barry has had a close call, it's gone his way. Every time.
I win in the
It's just-
fourth quarter.
What?
I win in the fourth quarter.
Whatever.
Yeah. You know, I mean, 5-1, can't argue with it. Just gonna say I'm number 2. I'm keeping Barry number 1. No reason to mess with the mojo. And yeah, you know, there's really not even anything to say at this point. Dealing with some bye weeks, but my bench no difficult, just plug and chug, and I still have a better team than what I'm playing against. So I'm excited to continue with the season.
Yeah. Who did
How-
you get? Can we review the Kyle trade? Who did you get besides Martellus?
Just Martellus, that's it.
Oh, okay.
It was just straight up Martellus for Tannehill. To be honest, it wasn't.
That's fine then. Tannehill was fucking dropping him anyways, but
It was a very, very minor trade, not really anything. You know, I just wanted to. I'm a believer in Tyler Eifert at this point, but at the time I wasn't fully convinced that he was going to keep it up. So I wanted the tight end position is one that I wanted to bolster. I now have Gary Barnage, Martellus Bennett, both of them. Come and get them. Don't need them after this week. Eifert's bias this week. Come and get them, boys. Come and get them.
I'm all in on the carnage. I'm all in on him.
Does anybody in the NFL have a longer neck than Gary Barnage? That guy looks like one of those Africans that like puts those rings around their neck so they like.
Oh, get the fucking giraffe neck. I've seen those.
His neck is huge.
It's part of his advantage apparently.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
He gets those. It helps him with. It probably helped him with that one catch he had the other day where he like trapped it on his leg and hit off the defender's foot. Without a long neck, that probably doesn't happen.
He could probably catch a ball by just like putting his neck down to his shoulder. Just catch it right there.
Catch it in his chin. Just catch it in his chin. Quick.
For sure.
It's
But
true.
Bo, your bench, you have a lot of people that like we'll see if they're good. Like you have like Brandon Cooks who hasn't really shown shit. You have Jonathan Stewart who had a good week last week, but besides that is shit the bed. Like
Yeah, that's why they're on my bench there, Bruce.
you have Deion Lewis who's proven to be the second back and since LeGarrette Blount has come back. So
No.
Deion Lewis is about to have a big game. He's facing the Jets D this week. Deion Lewis probably gonna give you
In
over
people,
under 19 points. Over under 19 points.
I'm not worried about Deion Lewis. However, I do agree, Bruce. My bench isn't like stacked with guys that people want to just put in their lineup, but in terms of people that like every single person on my bench, if I put them in my lineup, they could have a good week. And in my opinion, like what I'm looking for.
I agree. I have nothing to add.
Or I would say that, or you're taking long shots on people getting better. Like Ronnie Hillman, saw that from the beginning. You know, stuff like that. People who are gonna overtake people. I picked up Christine Michael because apparently there's rumors Joseph Randle sucks now. I thought he's been.
I don't get those rumors. In the rumors, like everybody who like is saying them on TV, they're like adamant about it. They're like,
Yeah.
Michael, like he's the new guy in Dallas. Like what?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it either. Apparently, I read some stat that although Randall's had a decent year, he's had like almost like 80% of his fantasy points have come on like 10 snaps or something. Like he's had like a big touchdown run, and that's like bolstered his thing. I don't know. I don't really get it either. I was gonna mention it with Kyle's team because he kind of needs him to stay in that lead back role, but we'll see. It's another thing. You know, there's so many changes going on with teams mid-season. A big guy. I'm waiting for Matt Jones to come back out. He was hurt this week, and Alfred Morris fucking sucked. So honestly, I think that benefited him. I was thinking about a sneaky play and throwing him in there, but I like Danny Woodhead's matchup with Melvin Gordon fumbling twice. So
Do they have a third guy now, though?
Melvin Gordon's bench now.
they got Jawan Thompson, but I mean he's like a little scat back.
Was he in Denver before? I feel like I remember that name.
Yeah, Denver.
Possibly.
It was Denver.
Yeah.
But Brandon Miller was supposed to Melvin Gordon got benched. I think whoever the fuck their coach is, Mike. Is their coach's name Mike?
Oh,
Whoever was like he needs to he needs to earn his way back into the starting lineup because like he stinks right now. Like
Yeah, he's been bad, and I'm happy with Danny Woodhead, but we'll see. I've been watching the Chargers games closely, and like Danny Woodhead, he's just not in the game. Like Deion Lewis is like a kind of a scat back, but he's in the game all the time. Whereas like Danny Woodhead, he's not in the game as much, so he's a little bit limited, but he still puts up 10 points.
He gets his 6 receptions, or his 8 receptions, and he gets like 40 yards. It's like he's good for 10 every time. And he's facing Oakland this week, so I hope he is good to go.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have a good week.
Yeah.
We can we can bypass my team. We can stop gushing about my team now if we'd like. We can move on. It's up to you guys.
All right, we can gush about my team now.
All right, it's 6 minutes till game time. So
All right, let me just talk about my team for a little bit. We got the Jedi Master Julio Jones, fucking throwing lightsabers, bringing them back, killing everybody. Arian Foster, my bench is amazing. Jordan Matthews has underperformed. Jeremy Maclin, I don't really know what's going to happen with him. Ronnie Hillman looks like the feature back now. That's going to be nice plug and play. And like I said before, this is where real men separate themselves because we got benches and we can just plug and play. Buys don't matter. I'm still best team in the league.
Don't say we because based on the Bruce Gerard eye test, your team is a lot better than Bo's. Your bench is like exponentially better. Like you have a lot of players that you can plug and like you have guaranteed points. When Bo has a lot of players where it's like, fuck, they might have 0 or they might have like 15, and it's like a really risky play.
So you think you like my team better? Is what you're saying?
I like your team a lot better. I think your team is like the fact. Yeah, I don't know who you're going to start. I don't know if these are your starters this week or not, but like, yeah, you have a lot of really good players.
And when Bo talks shit about my Travis Benjamin trade, suck a dick. Fucking like 10 points a game, easy.
I turned down Travis Benjamin too because Kyle offered him for Devontae Adams right after he picked him up from free agency, and I hate that. Like,
oh yeah, I hate that too. You can't just like pick somebody up and then try to trade me. Yeah,
right.
That doesn't.
Right. Nothing to say.
Nothing to say. That's the weekly rankings. We got 10. Let's pick them. Pick the matchups. First up, hold on. Let me look real quick. See what we got going this week. Let me make my Kelsey Wright selection. You guys have any suggestions? What do you think? Little brother-in-law. I would like to give people the award, the trophy. More people. Brother-in-law Kyle Weiner.
Kyle has a bad bye week. Maybe Jared Cole.
Jared, I would say either me and Jared or Bruce and Coach because Bruce is desperate for a win and Coach is just
keep a good mojo going. Okay, I feel you. All right, first match of the week: best team in the league versus the worst. Sam Cleary versus me. Can we sweep it? Sweep it.
Sweep it away.
Sweep. KB. Number 2, second matchup. Let's go to the Bears versus little Matty O'Shea, little Laciel 6-0. What are we in? No, 408. 408 matchup.
408.
Yeah, 408.
They are This is the bad bye week for the Bears.
Yeah. In my opinion, 2 steps pretty easily, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm picking that too.
If you were to make a line on that, what would it be?
I would give it 17.
17-point line.
I'm not gonna pick it.
I would on the line. I would pick Pete, but we're going to sweep again. We sweep way too
One thing I will say is that's contingent on Phillip Rivers being in the lineup.
much. So if he starts Sam Bradford,
If he starts Sam Bradford, it goes down to like 5.
did he give up? Did he give up? That is
No.
the question.
He's got to make the move.
Okay. Yeah, we sweep way too much, I think.
I mean, there's only there's just
We know
There's-
who the teams are.
there's just a few obvious ones. Pete could win that, but he's got a really tough week this week, and so far it's been 2 pretty obvious picks.
Yeah. And with the third obvious pick, in my opinion, Jer versus Bo. There's, Eddie Lacy, AJ Green on a bye, James Starks on a bye. I think I got to go Bo here. He's got players playing. Deion Lewis is gonna have a game over 20 for sure. Bruce,
Yeah.
how say you?
I'm gonna disagree with your Deion Lewis expectation, but I'm gonna pick Bo too.
You realize that Deion Lewis is on the Patriots and Barry has an inside source.
Barry does not. I said it last week, and we didn't address it, but Barry overplays his inside source.
It's not the inside source. It's just if you're from Rolling Meadows, you just know what the Patriots are going to do now. You don't even need the source. It's just all connection.
I am so
Barry-
in tune with Bill Belichick that I don't even need to talk to him. I just know what's going to happen. I watch them every week. I know the Patriots. I've jumped on that bandwagon. They're Super Bowl champs. I got a jersey. We're on the Patriots bandwagon.
You have a jersey of their backup quarterback, and after your dumb statement that gave me nothing, I'm done talking about it.
Only real fans get a jersey of the backup quarterback, Bruce.
That's
That's how you know you're a diehard Patriots fan.
I just bought stock way low. When you buy stock on a future 6-time Super Bowl championship winner, and when I pull out that jersey and say, "Wow, I bought this in 2014," here we go.
Well, you got it as a gift, so I know you didn't buy low. It was that decision was chosen for you.
Whatever.
Mrs. Barry bought low.
Yeah, she knew. All right, next matchup, brother-in-law, Harlan Elkin, trying to come back against HaHa Clint Wieners. He's got a little cupcake this week. What can he do? I don't know if he's got it in him. He's got Kyle Rudolph starting, Duke Johnson back in.
This is a pretty sad matchup this week. I see this being like an 85-80 game because Kyle's team is fucking brutal this week with all the buys.
Yeah.
He went safe with the Alex Smith pick. I don't know about that. I think Martavius is going to need a 50 spot.
Dude, Kyle has 6 starters out this week because he usually starts Richard Rodgers, James Jones, and Cobb. Then he's got Big Ben who's still out,
Denver
out, and Denver defense. He's got 6 fucking starters on bye. It's unfortunate, but it could turn out good because then he loses this week and then probably doesn't have to worry about buys really the rest of the year.
I'm picking hard. I wanted to pick Kyle, but it's just I looked at the matchup and I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm really in the same boat, and I have to take Har as well.
It's like we all want to pick something different. We can't just sweep the week like this, but God, you're right. You can't. Unless Brian goes off for 50, Kyle is not winning.
I promise you we don't sweep the week.
We won't sweep the week.
Nope. Next matchup.
The next matchup. What is it again?
Wait a minute.
He kind of looks like a baby. Come here, I'm gonna eat you. I'm bigger than you. I'm higher in the food chain. Get in my belly. Come on.
That was not as loud as I would like. Next time.
You gotta immediately go into the Kelsey Wright matchup of the week.
Dum 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 dum.
Okay. Who do you guys got? We'll end with me.
Wait. What is the Kelsey Wright matchup of the week? Who is it?
Russell's Recovery Water versus Mucka Mad Boy.
Look at Mad Boy. So, Bruce, you tried the reverse mush last week in the Kelsey Wright matchup of the week, and it did not work. Pete got the W. You got that win on your record, but will you do it again?
Here's the statistic you guys probably didn't see. I'm 0-3 at home because in fantasy it's stupid. It says you're home and away. I'm 0-3 at home.
I love that stat.
Yep. So this week I am away, which it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure I'm away. So if I'm not away, I might have to change this. But I think I'm away.
I'm pretty sure you're home.
No.
You're the lower team.
Yeah, you're home.
No,
You're on the right and you're the lower team.
Look,
But when you click on it, I'm the one on the left.
no. If you go to like the matchup and you hit, it says Recovery at Boys.
Oh, fuck. All right. Well, I've no home field advantage, so I'm gonna pick against myself.
The times are changing. The crowd is raucous in Blono this weekend.
That's actually true. I have a lot of friends coming down this weekend.
It is. Fucking rock.
Honestly, I do think this is actually going to be decently close because Adrian Peterson against the Lions and LaShawn McCoy against Jacksonville are probably both going to have decent weeks. However, DeAndre Hopkins is so fucking good, and he's got Gronk. Honestly, Bruce, if you had someone better, is this your starting lineup?
Keenan Allen and Steve Smith. Keenan Allen is good. He gets a lot of receptions.
He
is good, too.
He may not play this week.
Yeah.
No, that's bullshit. He's playing.
It was like some like
Hip flexor or something.
Yeah. It didn't sound bad.
It's a hip flexor. A hip flexor is not that good,
If you guys both pick coach, just so you know, I'm switching it to me because I have to somehow catch up.
Bruce, is this your starting lineup? Are you starting Michael Crabtree?
I don't hate that either.
It's either him or Stephon Diggs, but I might be starting Michael Crabtree.
You gotta get a little balls in you and pick up Stephon Diggs and put him in.
I know.
This might be illegal, but
he plays Detroit. I'll pick Bruce Gerard. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt here. Keenan Allen, Steve Smith, both gonna put up 25.
Yeah, they're not the best looking on paper, but they put up a fuck ton of points. So let's go fucking Cubs. We're gonna win this game. We're gonna win the next two, and then who knows what's gonna happen in Game 7?
Don't let the pressure exceed the pleasure, and it's a minor setback for a major comeback. Big Cat, shout out to you. Boom. After show, one question. Bruce, Bo, how is Luke Bryan? Good.
It was great. I actually enjoyed it. He played a bunch of songs that weren't his songs, which I thought was pretty cool.
Garth Brooks or some shit.
I was pretty drunk. No, like he played like fucking like Sugar by Maroon 5. He played like he played.
That's a banger.
He played like Get Lucky or whatever that song is. Like it's just like random songs that are like some nice little tunes here and there in between the country songs.
Hey, you looked adorable in your country going attire too.
Yeah, my country is jeans and a white shirt, and I wore a camo hat. My stepdad works with a bunch of farmers, so his company makes camo hats, and they're sitting around the house, and I was just like, hey, I'm gonna take this. You never know when I might need
Like
it.
a baseball hat.
It was like a base. It was like it's like a baseball hat, but a camo, and it says his company name on it. And I wore it. And I felt a little country.
All right, boys.
All right.
Good to see you.
I got our this round.
Hold on. Let these boys.
I stole Barry's glory with the last song. He cannot be happy.
Oh. Hold on.
All right.
The Cubs season's over today.
Oh, is that what you put?